Oh, you sick bastards, and welcome back to another banger. So we're at Intercape right now. Unfortunately, we're heading home. So it's gonna be a 30-hour bus drive, and I'm not prepared. I'm not mentally prepared and physically prepared. We woke up 30 minutes before we left. Me and Jay, because we tried to pull an all-nighter, but we couldn't. But yeah, guys, we'll see you in the bus. We're in the bus now. I don't want to talk loud because, yeah, people's already staring at us. But, we're gonna sleep now because I think this drive is about 10 to 14 hours. You know what's not gonna be a banger? Leaving tomorrow, so I'll see you guys next time. Today is currently the 23rd of July. We arrived in Cape Town, so I think the 18th, the Friday. And the reason why this clip is so late is because I came home and then I had to rush to go to a party at night. Then ever since that party, it's been real busy. School started. I think now is the best time. Sorry I had to wait so long for this clip. But I want to say thank you for all the supporters that's been watching the videos, because some probably just watched the first vlog and the rest they just didn't watch. But thanks for those who stayed. It kept me going to make more vlogs, obviously. I also want to thank Auntie Pola, or Tani Pola. It was our hostess for our Airbnb, you can say. They probably one of the best hostess you can get. Or, yeah, literally the best, because I mean, she took us to the shop. She bought us snacks because she organized horse grooming for us. The elephant whisperers. She organized a lot of stuff for us. Every day she would come check up on us, how we doing. The one day she brought food, supper for us. She even made a milk tart and gave to us. Actually, a whole milk tart all to ourselves. When we came there, already there was some rusk, coffee, a coke, some stuff. So I really, I have to thank Auntie Pola. Yeah, she was just an amazing hostess. I don't know if I have a picture on there. If there is a picture, editor, please somewhere. Anyways, so now it's time to address the situation that happened Thursday. So we took a bus, an Intercape bus from Mpumalanga, or from Nelspruit to Johannesburg Park Station. When we arrived at Johannesburg Park Station, we're gonna go get our bags. Now keep in mind, it's my first time going on a bus drive for such a long distance, So my aunt didn't have the physical tickets, but she had it on the phone. Anyways, she told me, come with, I must go fix the suitcases. And that's what I did. But there was the suitcase like in front of our suitcases. And I took that suitcase out so I can get to our suitcases. Now I don't want to be racist, but he's a black guy. This black guy came, and he's one of the drivers, I think, I don't know. And he said, why are you doing my job for me? Put it down, put it down. So I put it down. I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. And he was like, I'm employed to do this, so you don't do it for me, okay? I understand. So don't you do my job for me. I was like, okay. My bad. As I was about to walk away, then he said, I must put it back. Put it back, put it back. And I was like, okay, this guy is, this guy is angry for some reason. So I put it back and I told him, relax, relax. No reason to go on the way it did. Anyways, I left again. Then they told us, look, our bag is more on the other side of the bus, so go on the other side. And they can open the doors there. We went there. My auntie still didn't have the physical tickets. She lost it in a bag somewhere. And then I told the guy, okay, I know where the suitcases is and I know which ones it is, so I know what it looks like. I told him it's that bag over there, that bag over there, that bag. Yeah. And then he said, where's the tickets? My aunt said she doesn't have the physical tickets, but she has it on her phone. Then he said he needs the tickets. So I don't know what difference it makes because it's literally the same information on both. Anyway, so we came up with the idea, okay, we have locks on our suitcases. Let us open it in front of him so we can see. So we asked him, can we get a key to open one of the locks? And the closest suitcase that was like literally right by us was my sister's. And we asked him and he said, okay, it's fine, can go get my sister. I want to go fetch my sister. And there's no ways I could have just randomly picked up a key and unlock the right one. So obviously, that's just gonna prove the point that the suitcase is ours. Okay, my sister comes, she has it on like a necklace, she takes it off. She's about to open it, she's about to open it. This guy closes the door on her head. She said, Jay, my head. And then, yeah, he didn't just stop it. When she moved out the way, he immediately closed it. And then she was crying because it hurt her head that bad. The knock was so hard that she started crying. She said, he then said, you're not even supposed to be here where I'm standing. Which didn't make sense. As an older brother, you're gonna want to protect your sister. Look, if it was a guy my age, I would have fight him. I would move him. Finish and cry. But he's older than me, so I'm gonna just ask for an apology. I said, look, apologize to my sister, please. He's crying. Apologize to my sister. As I'm trying to ask him for an apology for my sister in a calm voice, by the way. He's raising his voice and he's telling us to move. He's telling us to move and he's raising his voice. Eventually I got hurtful because I'm angry. You hurt my sister. She's crying in front of me. Imagine how I must feel. I told him, you know what, your massive. Yeah. That came out. After I told him that, I left. I turned my back and then I went on the other side to my mom, my pa, my auntie. My cousin, my sister, and I was by the bus when I saw him out. When there, I heard something and then I turned around just to see. He was actually trying to get to me, to fight me. He was trying to get to me and I turned around and I saw my cousin like doing this, like against him, pushing him with his chest, trying to get him away from me. And then I told him, what? Are you gonna do something? Because I was angry. Are you gonna do something? And then what happened was, he said, do you know my mother? And he was, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I remember him saying, do you know my mother? You don't even know my mother. I'm gonna call the police for you. I'm like, okay, call the police. They will understand the situation. They can help us further with the situation. Anyways, I thought he was gonna call them. No, he did not. He actually went to go fetch the police. In my mind, I'm thinking he went to go fetch the police that he knew, his friends. So that was already sketchy. Okay, the police came. Obviously in my head, or not even in my head, the police took his side because they know him. There was another bus driver. He's short and big. He had short and big, not gebouw, but you know what I mean. It was saying I'm going to be a problem in life, not just on the bus, in life, and so on, so on, so on. So the other guy that can say kind of a black bit taller than me, he has gold teeth, he's black, no racism involved, he's literally black, so yeah, went to go face the police. Police came, and I was waiting. I stood like this with my arms crossed, waiting for them to show like, hey, I'm prepared for this conversation. I want to have a mature conversation with the police now. So they all hear the police. There's at least 5 of them. And then my family, and then we're talking. And the police said, they were going to take 2 of us, which was my aunt and me. It was involved in the situation. Aunt because she needed an adult. And me, obviously, because I'm the one that swam out. Who took us to the side. Even though they took 2 of us, there was 5 police surrounding us. Yeah, anyways. That guy was there saying, yeah, you swam my mother out, my sister, and I was there like, okay. Do you know the reason why? You know the reason why? And then I said, because he knocked the door against my sister, said, yeah, when did I ever do that, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, here we go. And then the police like, wait. And the police was talking, and then he explained his story. He kept on repeating that I swear this man should be out. Yes, I know I did, and everybody knows that. But now let me explain the situation about why I did that. Because all he's saying is, my master people, yeah. As I tried to explain my side of the story, the police told me to stop, and they were saying, it's an adult, you're not supposed to say that. And I said, okay, I'd listen. This is what, and then you stopped me, and it was like, this and that, and I'm like, yeah, because about this. And I never got my story out. I never got it out. And the police kept on interrupting me, saying, I will talk and I will allow you to speak afterwards. Yeah, that didn't happen. Anyways, as I tried to explain the situation again, I was frustrated. One of the policemen poked my chest and told me, you must stop talking, I'll give you the chance to speak. As I'm trying to tell him not to actually poke me, because I don't like that. He raised his voice, saying, I'll give you the chance to speak, and stuff like that. And then you know what? I was like that, you know, something like it. And then he was like, do you understand? He's an adult. I was doing it because like, what do you expect me to do? The guy is poking my chest. Anyways, phone is ringing. I walk away from them. There was like 5 black policemen. Not policemen actually, I don't know. Yes, they are actually policemen. SAPS. Johannesburg SAPS Park Station. So I left them, and they and my auntie was talking. Phone was ringing. Picked it up, it was my daddy. Daddy asked what the F was happening over there, and I was explaining what happened. But I didn't actually explain because I was quiet and I was swearing over the call. I was like, yeah, this master. And then I just ended the call. I wanted to hear nothing. And I felt someone on my arm. I was like, yeah, who's this? And it was my pa. Pa wanted to calm me down. And then I just went with my pa. So my pa, my ma, and the whole family was there except my auntie, because my auntie was still talking to them. I was standing next to my cousin Shay. And this guy came out of nowhere. He came again. Saying he has a son older than me, and his son doesn't even swear. And I told him, do I look like your son? He said, no. Answer is no. Short answer is no. Yeah, sindsdien, I was just like, yeah, I'm grateful of this situation, man. What the hell? I put my hand out, I was like, come and apologize now. And then he kept on talking. I don't know what he was saying, he just kept on talking. And then he moved his hand away. And then I forcefully took his hand actually. And I said, look, I'm apologizing for what happened. I'm sorry. And this guy just kept quiet. He looked away. He didn't shake my hand. Like I took his hand. His hand was like that. And he didn't look at me. He was looking the other way. And he stopped talking. And then he just left. So then I was a bit cooled down. And then they said, okay, go to the other side of the bus. We're going to fix your bags now. I was like, okay, I shot. Then they called Diego because I know which bags are whose. I went there and I told him, look, that bag right over there is my mom and pa's bag. It's a black bag underneath a red bag. Don't think he heard me, so I said it again. And then as he was getting it, he took somebody else's suitcase that was in the way. And he swung hard with like an attitude because obviously he didn't like us. Because of what happened. He swung the suitcase. That suitcase then hit another suitcase, which fell and hit my mom, which is 80 years old, or grandma, use proper English, which is 80 years old. And then I didn't want to say anything because, yeah. And I just looked at that guy and I looked at my mom. And I wanted to say something so bad because he didn't apologize. Look, I know it was probably an accident, but you could have at least apologized, It was basically in your hands, so, at least apologize, which he didn't. And I told my mom, you see, he didn't apologize, so look who's in the wrong. Who do you really think the problem is? And then we just got our bags. Yeah, that's all that happened. That's where it ended. Basically, they left to go fetch other people in the Cape bus. I forgot the number. I am still to get the names of the people and the bus number. Yeah, we're gonna file a complaint because I don't think that was necessary. This guy, the bus driver, assaulted. Yes, assaulted. I'm using that word. Assaulted my small sister and my mom. Sister, which is 12 years old, and my mom, which is 8 years old. The police assaulted me by poking me in the chest, which was not necessary. But that is all. I hope Johannesburg Park Station sees this. I hope this is on TikTok. I hope. Yeah, I just hope. I hope. And I don't care if people start hating Intercape now. That's the whole point of this video. Yes, I'm sour. I don't like you guys anymore. No, I don't like you guys. If I had that as a first experience, obviously I'm gonna think the rest of Intercape bus drivers is like that, you know what I mean? Because there was 3 drivers. It was not just him being rude. It was him and another bus driver, 2 out of 3, which makes the situation worse. But I think that will be all for this vacation. In the comments below, let me know if you want me to vlog more, maybe go to KFC, go to McDonald's for a week and ask for ice cream just to see, Like there's a whole lot of ideas I'm getting to continue vlogging. Maybe blind dates here in the area I'm living. I don't want to say, but okay, Eagle Park. There, I see it. Search where Eagle Park is and you'll find where it is. Let's just drop in the comments below if you want to see some more content on this channel, Mooi Balas. Also check out Tom Squad, which is the gaming channel with me and my friends. But yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you for being there, for the support of the vlogs. Yeah, the holiday was a banger. After that wasn't a banger. And I was just thinking now. On vlog day 6, at the end of that vlog, I said, do you know what's not gonna be a banger? Tomorrow. And then next day was not a banger because that situation happened. It's like I foreshadowed it. Anyways, that will be all, you sick bastards. It has been a banger. It won't be a banger anymore because I'm gonna be stopped. I can't speak. I'm gonna stop vlogging, but safe, guys.